Okay, we're here. Why are we playing this at night?
We are having a meteor shower, shooting stars. So Celeste is on our island. She gives you a recipe for some sort of...
Celeste is the pink bowed owl there?
Yes.
And you got that pink bow. You saw she was there this morning.
No, they tell you in the morning.
Why are you wearing sunglasses at night?
Because I just started the game up then.
Oh, okay. Are you putting on an outfit to catch stars? Was that just removing the sunglasses?
Yeah.
Alright, now this Mario tube takes you to the center of town.
Yes. And I like to go to the beach to do the stars. You don't have to. You can be anywhere on your island. You just have to have nothing in your hand and the ability to look up. And you can actually hear them.
Was it going to make our talking a little difficult if you're hearing them?
No. We'll also see them. So you wish upon the star, the shooting star, and then tomorrow morning when you come out to your beach, you will have star fragments. And you use the star fragments in different recipes. I believe the rule is that you can do 20 shooting stars yourself. But if people come to your island, you get shooting stars for them.
Have you alerted anyone to come to your island tonight?
I have not.
How do you alert people to come to your island?
What is my code?
Like, is this an in-game thing, or you have to go to Facebook? Like, where do you
Someone
shout
just
out, I
asked to
have shooting
friend
stars?
me. So I have to find my code, but to be perfectly honest, I don't know where that is.
Is this stuff I shouldn't be streaming?
I don't think so.
So you're looking for a code. You're looking for a code to post, like, what on Facebook or Twitter?
To send for somebody to be my friend.
G'day, Kings Canyon! Guys, look, look, look! Hi, friends.
Go with a move that is in the center. Queen e7. Guards the pawn. and I might think about moving this bishop next. Queen b6 makes a lot of sense, but again, it's not really a move that's often a part of this opening. This particular case it is, when white has castled this way and play queen b3, but it's not always going to be the case. So I'm going to choose this one. I think, generally going into the in the center makes a lot of sense. However, played the move I was, let's say, not hoping he would play, because he has a big threat. His threat is g5. Takes. My bishop's attacked, and I can't even take it back. I cannot even take it back, right? So all of a sudden, I have to take my...
All right, so we're looking for a code.
It's there on the bottom, the SW code. That is my friend code.
Okay. Does this change every time you get it, or?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so are we back to gameplay?
We are not back. Now we are back.
Okay.
Okay.
So now, authorized. Not Arthur.
Okay, there's our first shooting star. Did you hear the little ting sound?
No, we were talking. So are we supposed to keep track?
That's 2.
There's 2 right there. Did you just wish on 2 more?
Yes.
Four, 5,
I think that was 6.
6?
I believe so.
I only saw 4 and 5. We'll call it 6 just because, but I mean, hey, that's your problem, not mine. All right, so what's going on with your favorite royal family?
Oh, well, they're about to implode.
7, 8, 9. So I'm only counting when they glow.
Yes. Otherwise, I've missed it.
Ten.
Okay. So now we're going to go home again. Back up there.
That was 10.
We have a friend request.
From Logan.
This is Maggie's nephew. So we're going to become friends. Alrighty.
Now they're always your friend.
I guess you can delete them.
No, I mean until you do something. Like it's not just for tonight.
Correct. Just got 2 more.
All right, so that's 11 and 12.
I
That's
stopped
13.
because apparently I was off count. So yes, the royal family.
So what are we trying to get here? 20?
Yeah, we want to get 20.
Now what happens if we get a few extra?
I mean, it's fine if we get a few extra. We may momentarily get an invitation to go to Logan's Island.
Again, the royal family can't implode, aren't they? They're
So,
a marketing system. They own real assets.
they do. They have real assets and everything. So, but Harry, who is the son of Charles and Diana, the grandson of the Queen, married about 2 years ago a divorced American woman who is biracial.
Is this the woman that you made us get up at 2 in the morning and have a big huge party for?
I believe it was 4 in the morning, but yes. We had had lemon and elderberry cupcakes, and
Cupcakes that you never get us after that.
I don't think they make them anymore, but they were delicious.
What they gave
Or
them up?
elderflower, and
Elderflower.
lemon. Yeah, they were really delicious. But yes, we watched the whole festivities. And then shortly after the wedding, she became pregnant, and she claims now in a very explosive interview with Oprah Winfrey that
Now, how did she have an interview with Oprah Winfrey? Did Oprah go to Buckingham Palace?
no. So Harry and Meghan live now in California. They requested to step back from their royal duties about a year ago. And then after the year was up, because the Queen gave them a year to sort of sort themselves out and make some decisions about where they wanted to be and what they wanted to do. And when their year was up, she basically stripped them of all of their royal duties and their charities and anything they did in representation of the palace.
Okay, so these people have no royal duties and they're no longer in Buckingham Palace.
Correct.
Place that I believe you've been to?
I have been to. They did not live in Buckingham Palace. They lived in Frogmore Cottage.
Okay, but they left that.
Which, by
They
the
left
way,
that. They left that
spent quite a bit of money renovating.
But they left that continent.
Yes.
Came over here.
They came over here. They went to Canada.
Okay, and they came here because the Queen decreed it, evicted them, or they wanted to be out of the limelight?
So that's what a lot of this interview was.
Wait,
Harry-
I'm confused. Is this the difference between the English spelling of a word and the British? You missed the shoot. Oh, you got it. Number 15. So how can you be out of the limelight and have an interview with Oprah Winfrey?
Well, also the subject of some controversy.
I mean, at that point, doesn't it reach a point where you just go, we don't care what she has to say? There's another one, number 16.
I think
17.
I think part of the reason for doing an interview with Oprah Winfrey is that they could control
18.
the interview.
Is that 19?
Yeah. I just got 2 of them.
Okay.
The problem they had with the press in the UK was that there was a lot of derogatory stuff posted in, like, the newspapers, the tabloid news, and they were hounded by paparazzi, which they claim, I guess, is not as bad here. I don't really know. I can't imagine that. But the decision was made based on several factors. One, Harry, as you know, was a child when his mother was murdered in a...
Wait. So somebody was at... Didn't you watch that live? Did you keep the entire family up in the house?
I did not keep anybody up, but I did... I was awake when she had the accident, and it was on CNN. And I stayed awake through the night to hear the news and the updates and stuff.
Okay. And you're Irish. Okay. That could be number 20. That could be 21.
It doesn't hurt to get a couple of bonuses.
Okay. What happens if you get extra? Does it do anything?
Not really.
And you have to get 20 to get a gift?
You can get 20 to get the star fragments on your beach. And that was just another one. If you, I don't know if you heard it. You hear the ting?
Okay, so that's 22 and 23. 24. This doesn't appear to be a very difficult challenge here.
It's not a very difficult challenge. That's not the point.
Flying Crowbar, how are you?
Oh, miserable.
We are on Animal Crossings catching
Cool.
shooting stars. We've gotten 24 of them so far. Thank you for joining us.
What are you catching? Cigars?
We're catching shooting stars on Animal
Oh.
Crossing.
Oh, okay, shooting stars. I thought it got cut out, so it sounded like cigars. I'm like, why would you catch that on Animal Crossing? Because that's a kids game, and they don't do cigars.
And the purpose of the shooting stars is tomorrow we get star fragments on the beach.
Yes.
Ah.
But we have to find them and dig them up.
No, they'll be on the beach the same as the seashells.
So we just walk along the beach tomorrow and we're going to find 24 star fragments.
We will
Nice.
find star fragments. I don't know how many.
So are we like maximizing our game here? I guess we're leveraging our game.
Okay. Cool. Things. Well, I think I've got the ejector system figured out on these darn PAM miners. So I stayed with the one that's down by the ISEG station until it went through 2 cycles of digging down to the ice
So yeah, Megan
Filling
claims
up
that
with
she
ice
was not
and flying
supported.
back
She was
to the spaceship. And I come back.
bullied by a racist press. She had some member of the royal family make comments about the color of the baby's skin. They were told at some point that he would not receive a title or be entitled to security, which apparently he's not. Just by virtue of the fact that he is great-grandson to the monarch, and
Give me a little bit of time to finish up our shooting star adventure, and I guess I could Google it. The only thing I could suggest is Google it on the workshop. But again, I watched some heavyset guy on some British network who very clearly said, I thought she wanted to be out of alignment. Why is she doing so?
Pierce Morgan.
I don't know who it is. Got his suit and tie on a new shirt. See, that's weird to me.
What?
Just the whole, I thought you went out of alignment. And this seems very attention. And you know what? You're the British royalty. You want to give an interview? Why don't you call some British? There are no British tap journalists at the organization. They had to go to American media.
Well, they live here. She's American.
Okay, then talk about American things, not about what happened 2 years ago in Buckingham Palace.
Well, apparently that's what forced them to move here and to take a step back. So, I mean, you can't really say that.
You know, we're in the middle of COVID. 500,000 Americans in there. And we have to care about this woman 2 years ago in Buckingham Palace and her royal lifestyle and all this stuff with her. Now, do these people have regular jobs now? Like, wasn't she an actress or something? Or a has-been actress?
She was an actress on a TV show called Suits.
Have you ever watched the show?
I never heard of it.
So, I mean, what are we calling her? A C-level celebrity? A has-been actress? Where is she in the Hollywood?
I would say before Harry, she was definitely at least a B.
Okay. And she's divorced and already has a kid?
She does not have a child from another relationship. She just has the one with Harry.
Okay. You just tapped it in the wind?
I'm trying. It's floating this way.
Because I heard your slingshot.
I think it's going to be behind, you know.
Okay, and she's of course struggling for how to survive, and he's got some whatever kind of job. Was he able to get a visa to get a job to work here in the United States? Or were these people slid through the immigration system and fast tracked?
I mean, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Immigration system. She's an American.
Okay, so is this an episode of 90 Day Fiancé? She went overseas to Europe, found some guy, married him, and then brought him back here to the United States? Is that legal? You just bring him back, he's able to get a job? Where's this guy go to work every day?
Well, his job, he was a member of the military, and then he left the military and concentrated on his charitable works and his responsibilities as a senior royal.
Okay, but he gave all that up. So where does this guy get paid every month? Is he on the dole? He obviously didn't do enough years in the military. Is he a disabled veteran? Getting some sort of disabled veteran pension from the British Army?
He is not, however, he was left a considerable amount of money from his mother and his great-grandmother. He was getting a salary.
Okay, so then what you're saying is when they came here, there was no struggle.
Well, they very much claim that there was a struggle. They very much claim that he was cut off financially from support of his father and the palace, and that resulted in him having to scramble for arrangements for his family.
Okay, so can we summarize this? So we got a grown-ass man who was in the military, who then got married, and he still needs his parents to support him, and his wife and his kid. This does not sound like an admirable character thing. There's just so much stuff in this that you could
Dude, he's worth millions and millions and tens upon millions of dollars.
Uh-huh.
So
you feel bad that he doesn't have access to more millions?
I don't want you to feel bad for anybody. I'm just relaying the story as they told it.
Okay. Am I the only person in America that's responding to this in similar tones as you?
No, of course
Did it get higher ratings in America?
not. No. Millions of people tuned in.
Millions of me or millions of you?
Well, I don't know if you even asked my opinion on things.
Okay. That's what we started with. Tell us what's going on.
Well, that's not my opinion. That's a fact-based question.
Okay. What's your opinion on these people?
I do believe that there was some racist stuff.
You have nothing to go on only this woman stays.
I don't believe, for a second, she claims that she didn't know anything about being a royal or being in the royal family, and she knew very little about Harry. I think that's completely not believable.
Okay, so the Piers Morgan guy that I saw on the news, he pretty much said the same thing from the one clip I saw. We shouldn't believe a single word that comes out of her mouth. Because once she has no credibility, we don't give her anything she says.
Well, and she said a lot of things that were very hard to believe.
Did she say that she had a struggle coming to America?
Did she have a struggle coming to America?
Yeah, after she got married and they decided to come back to the United States, did she say that they had the struggle? Or they had it difficult?
Well, it was difficult, they claim, in terms of finances, because neither of them had jobs, and their support was primarily Harry's role as a senior royal, and
Plus the money he inherited from Princess Diana, his mother and his dad. and from his great grandmother, the Queen Mother, who's also dead.
Yes.
He has that money in the bank.
You know, I don't know where those assets are.
Yeah.
I believe some of it is in a trust. I don't know how accessible it is. But anyhow, they came here, they rented a place in Vancouver Island. Then they came down to California, and Tyler Perry, Medea, put them up at his place.
Okay, so that's the struggle. They had to live in an unfunny comedian's house. Or Tyler Perry is an awesome comedian, and the struggle was they couldn't stop laughing. I'm sorry, I don't recall Tyler Perry helping out anyone that we know that's struggling.
Are you serious?
Who do we know that Tyler Perry helped out?
I mean, personally, we don't, but Tyler Perry took a whole plane load of kids from a camp in Philadelphia and flew them all to Disney World for the day.
Okay.
Like, they showed up for their free summer camp because they're in, you know, in a poor neighborhood.
Oh, okay, so what we're saying now is Tyler Perry is a man of great character who does great things for people.
He's very charitable.
Okay, so Tyler Perry, a very charitable person, lets these people live in his oceanside bungalow. Probably not a
Palatial
shack.
estate.
A what?
A palatial estate.
A palatial estate. Okay, I'm having a hard time seeing how that fits the word struggle. Again, I'm agreeing with Pierce Morgan.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Well, I mean, he made some really good points. These people left saying they wanted privacy and out of the limelight. Now they're on Oprah. She's talking about how she has a struggle. I believe that there are people who calculated out the value of her outfit. Now, she was wearing what, a $99 pantsuit from JCPenney's?
No, her whole outfit, head to toe, was about 10 grand. She had on a $5,000 dress from Oscar de la Renta. She had on a necklace that was $3,000. What is this?
So everyone who's out there struggling, living in someone else's house. Okay, we can't knock the woman for having a $10,000 outfit. She might have gotten that before she left the palace.
She might have gotten it before she left her job. I don't know.
Okay. So we'll give her the benefit of the doubt that she didn't go shopping the day before. And again, something that homeless people are told, or people that are in, situations such as housing impaired or housing disadvantaged. Get up, wash your face, comb your hair, get a haircut, look like you're going to work. Then go look for work, get a job. So, I mean, she's doing exactly what, people on the street corner that are panhandling are encouraged to do all the time to help live their lives.
Are you calling her a panhandler?
A what?
Did you just call her a panhandler?
Well, I'm saying, she's doing exactly what homeless, house disadvantaged panhandlers are encouraged to do. Dress like they're going to work. So, if we don't clothing shame her for having fabulous outfits. And again, you have a $10,000 outfit, you can't resell it. Water check, take it into water.
My water's upstairs.
You need to get your water? Let me go get your water. But you keep explaining to me how... Okay, what's your opinion here? Am I supposed to be sympathetic to this woman, or am I supposed to be disgusted with this woman?
You do you.
Okay, but I'm asking you, what's your opinion?
I think there are two sides to the story. I think she's probably giving half the truth. They're probably giving half the truth. And you just have to work to figure out which side is telling which truths and put the two pieces together.
Assuming we agree with her 100%, then what?
Well, then she had a very difficult time.
Can you reach this?
Thank you. Good.
How's your posture?
My posture?
Yes. And can you wiggle your toes?
Everyone.
Okay. So again, I guess here's my question. What's my takeaway from this?
I think there are two camps in terms of the takeaway. There's one camp that basically feels like they had a terrible life over there. She was bullied. She claims that she was suicidal and they wouldn't allow her to get help. I mean, that's a very horrible thing. You know, and if that's true, that's very sad for her.
But she's out of that environment.
She is out of that environment.
She's out of that environment. They've got money. She's able to get Vancouver Island to help, California help.
And they just purchased their own home.
Okay, is it about the size as our place? A little smaller?
I believe it was a $40 million mansion in Montecito.
Okay, so,
So yeah, a little smaller than our place.
now, okay, are they claiming some sort of thing because he's royalty to try and get out of being paying taxes on this $40 million estate?
No. What entitles him not to pay taxes? What entitles her not to?
I don't know. It's some embassy house. I guess my first thing is, like, is he allowed to come into the country as her American citizen spouse and not have a job? Or again, did somebody grease him in with his royal British passport?
Well, there was no 90-day fiancéing because they were already married.
Okay, what is Sandhurst?
What is Sandhurst?
I don't know. Okay, so
Sandringham?
Prince Harry entered the United States as a British diplomat. He came into the United States on an A1 visa as a British diplomat. Especially but he can't use the A1 visa because he's no longer a British diplomat because he was supposed to work here and reside in the U.S. permanently. People ran articles, including several law sites.
Well, they do have a Netflix deal.
They do have a what?
A Netflix deal, I believe. So does that count now as a job? With a very particular set of skills?
Is somebody watching this guy and this girl to make sure that their visa status is accurate? Or are they just being left alone?
I do not know.
Okay, well, as an avid fan of 90 Day Fiancé, are you a little disgusted that these people just came waltzing on over? I mean, isn't somebody from
Again, this is not 90 Day Fiancé because they're married.
Okay, but she's married. Doesn't she have to go through some process to, like, certify that she's not going to get divorced the next number of months, or he's not going to apply for citizenship or leave her just to get a green card? Did they go through that process?
I do not know what process they went through.
Okay. All right, so we don't know
And
how.
again, he's still a prince.
But what that means nothing here. He's either a British diplomat or he's not. And if he gave up his duties as a British diplomat, then he's just some British citizen who married some Yank and he's trying to come over here.
Okay, Jim.
Okay, Anna. All right, so what is my takeaway then? This couple may have had a hard time living in their grandmother's house, so they went out on their own. And instead of just, keeping business private within the family, she goes out and blabs on Oprah. How much did she get paid for the Oprah interview?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And they said that up front.
Then what's the point of going on Oprah?
To
Is
set
it gonna
the record straight. Because, so in the days before the Oprah interview had already been taped and was already being publicized. However, in the days before the Oprah interview, members of her staff came out and said that she was awful, that people left in tears, that at one point half of her staff resigned because she was just atrocious to them. So maybe they felt like they needed to clear some of that stuff up.
Okay, so now she goes on Oprah. Piers Morgan says stuff about her because, again, she put herself in the limelight. And now she files a complaint against him?
Against Piers Morgan?
Yeah.
Well, so I don't know their history, but apparently they have history.
Okay. Where did she file a complaint with?
In the UK.
Made a formal complaint to ITV. Okay, so some lady in America doesn't like what was said on ITV in England. So she wrote a letter. We're supposed to be...
Is your hair brushed?
No.
Comb your hair
Hold
out.
on,
I guess
hold
you
on,
can
hold on.
stay up till
Hold
then.
on. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so her complaint is that the words that he said about her and her mental health issues could hurt other people who have mental health issues. So again, she filled out an internet butthurt form, but because they're royalty, but they're not because they gave it up, it gets international attention. This sounds all good stuff for ITV.
Okay.
Okay, apparently 41,000 other people sent in "my butt is hurt" forms to complain about his comments. So the parent network of ITV, the UK media regulator Ofcom, has launched an investigation.
Okay, what is her history with Piers Morgan? Because when he stormed off of his show yesterday, the one reason that I saw that like was the last straw, the guy said something to him about his history with Meghan.
So apparently some news guy had some comment, and then Morgan announced that he was permanently departing the show. And Michelle Obama has to open up to People magazine about marriage and her mental struggles.
Well, I mean, I would think especially if you're a member of the African American community, you have to be offended by the things she said happened to her. You know, why would someone to your face express concern over the possibility that your son's skin would be darker?
Okay, so Piers Morgan, if he held a fundraiser right now because he's lost his job and he doesn't know where he's going to go, how much money would we send him?
How much would we spend him?
Yeah.
Nothing.
50? I don't know, 50 bucks?
We're not sending him anything.
Okay, but why not? Here's a guy who apparently is speaking out about, quite frankly, bullshit. And this woman reaches out to other people and other celebrities and gets her legion of fans in the UK to fill out 41,000 butthurt forms. And he just sits back and goes, you know what, fuck you people, and walks off the job. You know what, good luck. But there's someone over, how many people in the UK agree with Piers Morgan?
Agree with Piers Morgan?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know a ton of British people, but the British people I know that I have interacted with over the last couple of days were outraged by her and the interview. For a lot of the same reasons. You know, here's somebody that left here claiming that she wanted to avoid the media and the publicity, and she goes on, you know, not some little cable network show, but she's on CBS with Oprah Winfrey.
So he issued a tweet called, lots of people on here want me fired for expressing my opinion on the Pinocchio princess. If you want to join them, there are various petitions still doing the rounds from the last few times you've all tried and failed to have me fired for saying what I think. He's had this job there for 6 years. Some weather guy has decided on the show that he's going to attack him for his comments. Hey, dude, you're the weather guy. Just go give the weather and shut up. I don't know. Maybe the weather guy is some extra special part of the team.
I don't know. It looked like a bit of a round table. It's a Good Morning America type show. I forget again when I can go villager hunting. The day they're in boxes or the day after? 'Cause I gotta-
Okay, so Piers Morgan's obviously generated buzz or interest with his interviews or things around this. Is he just a scale above the paparazzi that killed Princess Diana? And here's the thing. No paparazzi killed Princess Diana. No one murdered her. You used the word murder earlier. She had a driver who drove erratically. You don't have a right to do that. They chose to do that, and they suffered for it. Doesn't mean she didn't get killed. She didn't die.
They chose to do what?
Drive recklessly through the streets of Paris.
To avoid the paparazzi that was chasing her.
Oh my God, yes, because she did everything to stay out of the limelight. Just like this woman is. How do you stay out of the limelight? You go on Oprah. Look, I would just like to announce formally that I am also staying out of the limelight. However, I won't be appearing on Oprah. See the difference?
Because Oprah's not calling you.
Because I'm out of the limelight and I'm off the table. That's why no one's calling me.
Yes.
Because I'm apparently not the Pinocchio princess. There's just a total lack of just bullshit to this.
And what does Piers Morgan say she lied about?
So apparently he did some interview or spoke to her or did something to look into her background or made a statement that confused her with a character she played on a TV show. Great, whatever. He made a mistake. Who cares? Move on. But he made a statement that said, if you thought being a royal girlfriend was difficult, just wait until you see how hard it is being a royal wife. If you now start lecturing us all on equality, while your servants fluff your gold monogram pillows and your chauffeur warms up the fleet of vintage Rolls Royces, that well of goodwill dries up quickly. Oh wow. He gave quite a speech there. Yeah, that well of goodwill will dry up. And that sort of, that very clearly captures my take on this. I'm sorry, what are you here? Are you just a typical American? Well, you're not. You're some celebrity from a TV show. Oh, well, they have struggles and bills to pay. Yes, we do. We can all relate to you and your apparently $40 million house. He had an interview with Meghan's estranged father, 2 of them. In the mail, he wrote she had a habit of ghosting people when they no longer serve her purpose. And later he tweeted that the elder Markle was left to handle the world's media on his own when Meghan met her prince, cocked it up, and now lost his daughter to the royals. So apparently he was sympathetic to the estranged father, Thomas Markle.
Well, to be fair, she didn't have a good relationship with her father before the wedding. And then he sold information to the tabloids. So.
Oh, okay, but she gives information to the tabloids for free, and that's okay? Yeah, it's... We're quiet here because you're fishing. Fishing for any... I just... Who are the people that are justifying this?
What has to be justified?
I don't know. Oh my God, she's not a bitch. She did the right thing by coming out, exposing all this to the world. She really has struggled. We should all send elderflower cupcakes to her mansion. Apparently, she wrote messages on bananas for sex workers. He called her out on it to say she was patronizing.
Who?
Piers Morgan.
Here.
Apparently, she snubbed Donald Trump.
What do you mean she snubbed Donald Trump?
Apparently, she snubbed Donald Trump during his state visit, even though she was on her maternity leave.
Well, she was on her maternity leave.
Well, how often does Donald Trump come? I mean, you know, women who are pregnant clearly can do nothing. She needed the vapors. I'm sorry, I thought she was a strong-willed woman that was going to be princess and all this other stuff. She couldn't make it to a state dinner. I think that's probably what, without even knowing any further, I think those are darn good questions. Where were you the 3-4 previous days, and where were you the 3 or 4 after? You know, do you just get to sit back and go, I'm not going to meet Donald Trump,
She was on maternity leave.
He later attacked a September 2019 issue of the British Vogue she edited, and her admission that she was struggling during an ITV documentary filmed in southern Africa. For nearly every major negative headline associated with Meghan, you can find a corresponding tweet, column, or clip where Morgan expresses his disdain for her.
I don't know. She never came off as believable to me. I hope they're very happy.
Okay, here is the final rating of Piers Morgan. $1.3 million viewers, beating BBC Breakfast for the first time. So the show, Good Morning Britain, had more viewers, beating its competition for the first time ever, because apparently Brits wanted to tune in and hear what he had to say. So that sounds like good ratings. The first time it ever beat BBC Breakfast in 7 years.
Well, good for him.
I don't see where anyone in the United States cares. I don't know why anyone would look at this as anything other than the fake things on 90 Day Fiancé. It raises so many legal questions like immigration status, favoritism.
Does it though? Does it really raise those questions?
Yes, and I found numerous articles on various law sites over the years that ask those questions. Like exactly what visa does he going to apply for and how? And how's he going to work here? Is he going to redo the paperwork every 3 years? Is it going to get to a point where someone at the immigration desk is just going to go, hey dude, we're not going to keep giving you the special visa. You got to go apply in line like everyone else. Because you know what? That's what he is here. He is just everyone else. And he shouldn't get any favor treatment. Samuel Clemens, I know, would agree with my statements. Either we're all equal Americans or we're not. So when she does an interview next week on Oprah again, are you going to watch it?
Of course I am. I watched his interview on James Corden.
Whose interview?
Harry's.
Why did he have an interview on James Corden?
Well, because he's friends with James Corden.
Wasn't that the Range Rover driving around thing?
Yeah. The beginning of that is really funny. Have you seen the beginning of that interview?
Have I seen the beginning of what?
The James Corden interview.
Yes, you've shown it to us many times.
Where he pulls up?
Yes, in a Range Rover. Yes, we're...
No, he doesn't. That's the joke. See, you don't pay attention to me.
No, maybe... Here's the thing. As soon as you go, you know, so-and-so had a thing with Prince blah, 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 and I go, click. Because we fought a war to get away from those people. Least we forget. All right, lady. We're all done for the night. We're wrapping up. All right. Let's end on the following notes. Love you.